Hello and welcome to Who is Best, a show where I, Claudine, take games that give you choices and rate those choices in a tier list. Last week, I sent out a survey to see what Tales series game you would like to see. The results are in and it looks like Vesperia came in first. So today we'll be examining the 9 playable characters in Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. The Tales games have always been known for their unique approach to battle. Instead of turn-based combat, these games mix the combo stringing of fighting games like Street Fighter with the somewhat familiar combat of action RPGs. As is tradition, you take control of one party member with 3 AI partners to assist you. Now this tier list is a hard one to be objective about. Because of the nature of combat, player ability is a huge factor in Vesperia. But that doesn't mean that each character's innate combos, stats, and abilities don't play a huge part. Another note, you control one of 4 party members, so each party member will be considered as a controllable one and an AI partner. Now with all that out of the way, let's dive into the tier. So to be honest, there's no character in this tier. You can use every party member fairly effectively, though some still are better than others. The low tier. First up on the low tier is Carol. Carol is a tank and light healer. He's slow but can put out some awesome damage. He has versatility with his arts and is one of the better AI partners in Vesperia. Carol's main issue is that he doesn't excel in any one area. This really works to his disadvantage as his usefulness as a party member is usually outshined by other characters like Estelle, Raven, and Rapide.
It's very cute, and I have a feeling that this is gonna work.
Next on the lower tier is Judith, and yes, I know this is a controversial one. Judith is a fan favorite to some, and you can find plenty of videos on YouTube showing players using her to annihilate enemies. So why is she on the low tier? Well, for starters, a character that exclusively excels at air combat is not that great. Juggling enemies for massive damage is cool, but leaves your other party members to twiddle their thumbs. Also, she has to be controlled. Her AI just doesn't cut it. Since there are much better characters you should be controlling, this leaves her at a huge disadvantage.
Does it look okay on me?
You didn't have to change your costume like that.
So grown-ups are interested in these kind of outfits.
The mid-tier. First on the mid-tier is Estelle. Estelle is your straight-up healer. She is a must for your party as healing comes far and in between. To be honest, you could argue that Estelle deserves to be in the god tier. The struggle with her though is that, like Judith, you have to control her. Estelle works about as good an AI partner as Donald and Goofy in Kingdom Hearts. She'll constantly be attacking and putting yourself in the fray of danger, ignoring the fact that your entire party is in need of healing. If controlled, you can almost carry your entire team in every aspect other than damage, but again, she has to be controlled. Next up on the mid-tier is Flynn. Flynn is acquired late in the game and makes for an insane tank-healer combo. He's a much more useful version of Carol. He complements Yuri really well and can take a heap load of damage. He might have placed higher on the list, but by this point in your playthrough, you'll probably have an established team using characters that are probably just as good or better. The final member of the mid-tier is Raven. Raven is your jack-of-all-trades with some tricks up his sleeve. First, he is a long-range character, which works to your benefit in this game as he will be out of range of hard-hitting attacks. Second is that he is one of your best options for an AI partner as his arts work best on auto-drive. This guy is a great choice for any casual playthrough.
Thanks, Judith, darling.
The top tier. First on the top tier is the loyal pup Rapide. Rapide is a master DPS who is easily the best option for an AI partner. You can control him, but since you have to pick one of the 4 characters to control, you might as well have him in the background kicking butt. When sitting back and looking at all the characters in Vesperia, I don't think Rapide has a single flaw, other than he doesn't break the game. Finally, the man of the hour, Yuri, is a single enemy combo god. He can infinite combo a single monster into oblivion. Set up a team around him that can pull aggro, heal, and take care of any fodder, and this guy cleans house. There are also some big perks for having him in your party due to his synergy with characters like Patty and Flynn. If left as an AI partner, he isn't useless, but you're missing out on his best properties if you are not controlling him directly. The God tier. I'd like to be real with you real quick. I don't know where to place Patty. Usually when a character's abilities revolve around a certain amount of RNG, I place them slightly lower. See Setzer from Final Fantasy VI. But the thing is that the benefits of rolling good with Patty compared to the consequences of rolling low are insanely imbalanced. There are plenty of videos on YouTube showing how players have broken Tales of Vesperia with Patty. If you would like to make your next playthrough interesting, pick this mini pirate up. And make sure to have Yuri on the team as she gets a substantial boost with him there. The final member of the God tier and top of the list is Rita. This is non-negotiable. Rita creams enemies with her magic attacks. With endgame arts and abilities, she absolutely dominates the battlefield, infinite comboing enemies into dust. If that wasn't enough, she even makes a decent AI partner as well. Seriously, don't pass up on this character. And that's my list. I hope you enjoyed it. My preferred party has always been Yuri, Estelle, Rita, and Raven. Let me know in the comments below who you preferred to use. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you all later.